We found parts of the bodies all over the house, in places you wouldn't think. The funny thing is the heads have never been found. Hands and feet and things like that, but no heads.
Good evening, everybody, and welcome to the 13th podcast. Tonight we're going to discuss the demon Zozo, the Ouija board demon. And then after the subject of the Ouija board demon, we are going to sit down and talk to
Andrew B. Bowen. Hello, Andrew. How are you doing, buddy? You doing it?
Yeah, I'm here.
Good. So here's what we're going to talk about.
Are we live?
We are live. Congratulations, Andrew. We are live on the 13th podcast. So tonight, guys, if you guys don't know who we are, my name is Arthur, a.k.a. Mortis. I am the owner of the 13th podcast, and right next to me, this guy over here, is Andrew B. Bowen. He is our lovely partner of the 13th podcast. Andrew, why don't you give us a brief description on who you are and what you're doing here?
Yeah. So I'm Andrew Bowen.
Hello, Andrew.
I'm here to help create content because former 13th podcast didn't have the content that we're coming out with nowadays. We're getting connections out. We're doing interviews. I'm pretty much here just to follow the journey and help out.
Absolutely. It's a wonderful thing.
Like one. So right now we're waiting on my son to listen in because he's the one that requested we talk about Zozo.
Yeah.
I'm not 100% sure as to why he knows who Zozo is.
And it's bad enough that I don't know who Zozo is. That's the crazy part.
The story behind it of Zozo is pretty crazy. If you're a fan of Ghost Adventures, you obviously should know who Zozo is. But there's there's many stories behind who Zozo is.
Hey, can I ask you a question real quick?
Yeah.
Hey, is there TV fucking blasting right now in the background? Because every time you talk, I hear the TV.
Oh no, that's our live.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
But
Do we at least sound good?
can you turn that down? Hey, can you turn that down? Hey.
The captions are hilarious.
Here at the 13th podcast, we love kids.
Yeah, we love kids.
We have them all. Back up, please. Anyway,
I'm fucking scared of the belt helmet.
speaking of kids, for anybody that's on here right now, the reason we're waiting for Forrest is because Forrest is currently in the hospital. Forrest was diagnosed with brain cancer Wednesday morning, 7 years old, turns 8 in 2 weeks. Well, a little less than 2 weeks now. No, 2 weeks. Yeah, the 14th. So unfortunately, I couldn't be there with him today. Yesterday, he went through a biopsy, and so we could figure out what the cancer is, and then anywhere between 3 days and 3 weeks from now, we'll have a better understanding
on the next steps on how to either fix it or
the next treatment steps. But tonight he was a little agitated. He wanted to watch Daddy do the podcast with Uncle Arthur. So
hi, Forrest.
found a way to show him the podcast or go live on Facebook, which we haven't done yet. This is the first time, at least with this podcast.
Yeah, so this is our first time going live, and Forrest, this is for you, buddy. Is he able to see it?
I'm contacting now.
Cool. So let Andrew get in contact with Forrest and stuff. We do previous shows on Spotify, iHeartRadio, Apple Podcast, and honestly, Apple Podcast, iHeartRadio, Spotify, Amazon Music. We're on Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, and we're slowly trying to get everything while Andrew is trying to get Forrest on the actual live feed right now. I know there's only one person watching us, which is probably this guy right here, but it's okay. It is what it is. So we talk about basically paranormal, Bigfoots, alien encounters, ghost encounters, anything that involves the unknown that we just cannot explain. And that is where we stand with a bunch of that. We are trying to plan to start an investigation group. We recently talked to a lovely lady. She was the lead investigator and medium of Ghost Sisters. Her name was Mandy Cummins, and we had an interview with her. If you guys want to watch the episode, it's called Ghost Sisters. It's on Spotify. Check it out. Dude, she talked to us.
And on YouTube.
And on YouTube. Yes, the full video is on YouTube. Let me say it again. The full video is on YouTube. She basically broke it down for us, which was funny about that episode. We did an hour and a half episode. Well, an hour and like 8-minute episode prior with it. And I forgot to unmute, but I know you're unmute this time because I made sure of it. But then we went back. She was so nice to do another episode, and it was better, and it was longer, and it was perfect for the 13th podcast. So we're going to jump in and talk about Zozo, which I'm honestly kind of afraid about because I don't know anything about Zozo. So, Andrew?
Forrest is currently getting his head washed.
Oh, so do you want to just talk about doppelgangers for a second?
Yeah, that's fine. I don't. You don't know much about Zozo, and I don't know much about doppelgangers because what you told me earlier wasn't what I thought a doppelganger was.
What did you think a doppelganger was?
I thought a doppelganger was like people who look like certain individuals, like lookalikes.
Yeah, I mean that's basically like a doppelganger in a way. But in the evil aspect and paranormal world, it's an apparition or a double of a living person, which is basically the same thing. It's replaced by evil, basically. So if you hear your own voice tell you to go into a different room, don't do it. So the person that requested this, he messaged me early in the morning, and I appreciate this. It's Nathan Smitty. It's definitely a really good idea to talk about doppelgangers because it's also involved into the paranormal world. So, Nathan, thank you so much for this. I appreciate it. Dude, doppelgangers, man. So let's say you're in a room or you're in the woods. All right, Andrew. And you're in the woods and you hear a man call for help. You start walking towards that man that's calling for help, and it's starting to sound a little familiar. The closer you get, the louder it gets. Then all of a sudden, it's like, wait a minute, that's my voice. That would literally be spine chilling, man. So what do you think about doppelgangers? Because honestly, man, when it comes to doppelgangers, I don't know much about them, but apparently people have experienced it, and it's been going around. It's in a fictional, mythological. So they're saying it's fictional, but there's some people out there that truly believe that the doppelganger stuff is real. So what are your thoughts about the doppelganger? A doppelganger.
I think with doppelgangers being tied into the paranormal, I don't know if I would consider it that, just because I think doppelgangers, it from your definition, is more like voices in people's head,
I can see that.
mind playing tricks on you. But
But
then
what-
again, a lot of skeptics say that the paranormal is a big mind trick.
Which is what I'm starting to believe. Which is wild to me because I used to be a pretty big believer into the paranormal. But here lately, in a long experience in my head over the weekend last week, you would think in that mind state, I would see something up in that cemetery. I didn't see nothing. A lot of people think, but I'm also trying to just like not necessarily prove people wrong that the paranormal's fake. I'm trying to prove myself wrong that the paranormal's real. So a lot of people think, well, since you go into a cemetery, it's haunted. Same goes with houses that are old. People always think and assume that these houses are haunted. In all reality, it's nothing. It's just an old house. I know structures like that basically conserve memory. But I don't think, and you can tell me if I'm wrong or how you believe in stuff, but I just don't believe that I want to say I don't believe. I'm like 30% sure that I don't know. I'm like 30-70 right now. I 70% believe 70-30. Get what I'm saying? 70% believe that ghosts aren't real. 30% I believe that ghosts are real. Because I have encountered... Oh, it's Forrest. What's up, buddy? Hi, Forrest. Thank you for tuning in. Hey, man. We're talking about a thing called doppelgangers. And doppelgangers are just absolutely spooky things. But like I'm 70-30 right now. So I truly think that they're not. I don't want to say they're not real, but I definitely want to. I want to believe. I really want to believe, and I want to see. I just want to believe. I just want to believe. So that's why I want to try to get in contact with all these paranormal investigators to basically convince me. And where do you stand in the paranormal world, Andrew?
I've said it in past podcasts. I'm 100% with the paranormal. I definitely believe that the souls that can't go to heaven or hell, if there's a heaven or hell, get stuck in the middle somewhere.
So you think
there's nowhere they can go.
You think souls are captured or stuck in their realm, basically?
Yes.
How so though? Like how do you get that from that point? Like is it like murders or suicide or unwanted death? Like how would you think that we get stuck? How they get stuck in that realm? I mean, I'm like I don't know. Like through your eyes, how would you think? Like if you were in that house and something happened to you, how do you think you get stuck there? If you died,
I never understood that. Like certain ghosts being stuck in the place that they died. Because you've also got ghosts that have like a lot of the asylum haunts and stuff. The nurses didn't actually die in that asylum or that hospital, but they dwell there because that was their favorite place to work.
like a
How can
memory.
How can they do that and then people die in their house and they haunt their house and they can't go nowhere else, or people in a graveyard only haunt the graveyard because it's the only place they go?
Yeah.
Is there some kind of paranormal barrier?
Well, I don't think they like a lot of people think that, graveyards are haunted because there's a lot of dead bodies there buried. But majority, 9 times out of 10, the people didn't die there. They're buried there. Their bodies laid to rest. That's the end of their life. That's it. And then they go to the pearly gates or wherever they go. But like with hospitals and stuff, no, that was really sweet. But with hospitals and things, you would think that place is, hey, what's up, Colton? How you doing, buddy? Thanks for joining in, man. But with hospitals and stuff, you would think that they would be extremely haunted. So I got a story. So my sister, when she had COVID back in 2020, and it was November, the day of Thanksgiving, I ended up taking her to the hospital, and she almost died. She was in ICU for the longest time, and she said that she used to she's seen a lot of people. So she was sleeping one night, and all of a sudden she saw a man hovering over her bed, which is just wild. Andrew, if you want to give a brief description on why this episode's on Facebook right now, can you do that for us?
We're live on Facebook for my son. He requested that he's seen the podcast tonight because I couldn't be there with him. He's in the hospital with brain cancer, and we're
supporting Forrest.
We're supporting him. We're here to fight for him, and we wanted to do this for him, for Forrest.
So whoever is watching right now, I know there's only 4 people, but do us a favor and share this out. Go to Andrew's page or go to the 13th podcast. Andrew started a GoFundMe for his son and his family to basically help them out during this hard times with Forrest and the brain cancer. Like Andrew said, right now they just got a biopsy of the actual tumor itself. It's going to take a few weeks for them to figure out what the next steps are and stuff. But we encourage all you guys to support Andrew and his family and just get it out there and help them out as much as possible, because prayers are needed, thoughts are needed, and a lot of positivity is needed for them. And we need that for them, just to push it out during these hard times. So anyways, on the subject on the paranormal at the hospitals, dude, I would think there's a lot of death there. I mean, a lot of death. But would you think that all hospitals are haunted, or like a trapped place of a basically like a prison for the paranormal?
Yeah.
Yeah, I would think that's definitely a wild place for that. And I spent a night at the hospital plenty of times by myself, and with having children and stuff. And I have never experienced stuff, but also I haven't really been in that part of the hospital. I've only been in that part of the hospital twice. And there was one time, Andrew, when her mom was you're welcome, Shy. I support you guys, and I've been thinking about you guys a whole bunch. I kind of broke down a little bit last night because I put my kids in perspective of what you guys are going through right now, and can only imagine what you guys are going through. And I can't wrap my tongue around it at all. So it's very it's really hard. I don't know how to take it and stuff. But I won't show my emotions towards you guys because I already know you guys are going through a lot right now. So like that's why I'm trying to stay as positive for Andrew to keep him motivated so he can go to work and support you guys as much as possible and support you at the hospital with Forrest and stuff as much as I can. But not overstay my welcome because I don't want to be that, hey, how's Forrest doing? Oh God. But I'm doing the best I can for you guys. But when it comes to where do you think there's most activity? Like if you could find a place, not like well-known places like Waverly Hills Penitentiary or asylum or whatever, or a Hall State reformatory and stuff, like where would you think that for a fact there's paranormal?
Honestly, it would have to be where the most deaths happen and where the biggest energy source
In my
is too,
bedroom.
because most of these bigger places that have these deaths have a lot of energy, like a prison, like a hospital. They draw a lot of energy, and supposedly how the paranormal manifest. They manifest through electromagnetic fields, which is why a lot of people use EMF detectors. They use the REM pods because it's all electric. Touch an antenna, they draw that energy from there and show themselves or use their voice, move an object. That's why some people feel like they get drained when they're in a paranormal investigation. That's why batteries drain, supposedly. I say supposedly because we, as the 13th podcast, have not proven this yet.
Yeah.
That is my intention, is to prove it. It is my intention to prove Arthur wrong, that there is actual paranormal out there, that it's not just all in your head, it's not a hoax.
Yeah, I'm a little bit of the more I do this podcast and the more shows I watch and the more people I talk to, the more skeptical I get. But this is before the investigation started. What I did in Somerset, Kentucky last weekend was like a mini investigation. But again, I was in a different mind state. So I was hoping I would capture something. I think I captured something, but I don't know. I don't know if it was a bug or whatever, but in my brain, I don't know. But it doesn't mean that 30% is still believable. Just to 70% right now. I'm just 70-30 right now on my beliefs and stuff. Now, when it comes to possessions, demons, and all that other stuff, I think that stuff is biblical. It's like I think biblical paranormal is a lot different than normal paranormal because of basically how the Bible runs. And Andrew and Forrest want to discuss this demon called Zozo. I don't really believe in Ouija boards. I think they're a joke to me. I'm just skeptical about it, which is wild for me. Because if anybody knows me, they would think that I'm a true believer in all this stuff. I believe in aliens more than I believe in ghosts, which is Andrew thinks I'm a fucking idiot for believing that, but I truly believe that aliens exist. Why wouldn't I think paranormal is real? I don't know.
Why wouldn't you think that somebody who died is still dwelling on this earth, but you believe that something that hasn't been
because you don't exist
on
no
this
more
earth exists?
That's it. But the universe is so big, dude. We're a piece of particle.
Hold on. You said you don't exist no more.
Yeah, you don't exist. You just done it. Everything's black.
But people use ashes for trees, for soil.
Yeah, to grow
So
plants.
you still have a purpose on this earth after you die.
Yeah, like
Therefore, you're not not on here anymore.
Our skin, dude, we're just giant walking meat bags. That's all we are. And to me, and what I believe in, once we die, lights out. It's like you're going into a dream, and that's it. There's nothing. I don't know. But nobody truly believes on where you die. Now, there's people that go through like a safety blanket, like the Bible, you know, with all the different religions, the Bible, Buddha, the Arabic religion, all them other religions, they have a different style. There's hundreds and hundreds of types of religions out there, but all of them are different. So that's why
I guarantee they all believe in the paranormal.
I don't know. I don't judge people for believing that and stuff. But that's why the 13th podcast is invented. And that's why I want people to basically change my mind. Because I want to see myself by next year go from 70-30 to 100%.
So back on
Zozo.
Zozo. So how we were talking about how do people get attached to the places that they haunt if the paranormal is real? So what's weird about Zozo is he's considered, so aliases for him are the Ouija board demon. Zozo, he was talked about more on Ghost Adventures. Zach Bagans had did a Ouija board session in a home in Oklahoma, and that is where Zozo had appeared. Some other names that the Zozo goes by is the Jester, which a lot of people have heard of the demon called the Jester. Mama.
No, I don't like that.
Abacus.
Oh. Hope I just went black for a second. Sorry, guys.
And one that intrigued me because I watched the full documentary on this is Pazuzu.
Is that like another name?
Yeah, it's another alias that it goes by, or that it presents itself as. And then the Enfield Poltergeist. He is a deceptive demon, driving his victims insane before killing them.
Oh God.
It's
a folklore.
Mass murder, possession, dark magic, malefic are the crimes that it commits.
Demonic possessor. I think I'm on the same page. Are you on villains.freedom fandom?
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's see. Some of the powers and skills that people have taken from him or have had or experienced from him is brute strength, immunity, possession, most common power. But Zozo is also a stalking demon.
So was that in the demon house that Zach Bagans made? Was that Zozo?
If the Ouija board is in a case, then it is most likely Zozo.
Why would you want to talk to that?
Why would you want to talk to a doll?
I don't know. It says right here, Zozo loves watching his victims squirm in confusion, and oftentimes he takes pleasure when a gullible human believes he lies. Zozo is very sadistic and loves watching friends fall out over his lies. He is a master deceiver, which is not surprising as the devil is claimed to be the father of all lies. And Zozo is a powerful devil in hell under Satan. You use that word, Satan. If I believe... sorry, what are you saying?
Continue what you was doing.
If I was a believer in the Ouija board world, why in the fuck would I or would anybody bust out a board that is a Ouija board and summon the demon Zozo or the other names that you called him, the Jester, Zaza, Oz, Mama, Abacus, Zozo, the demon, Pazuzu.
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 Have you not seen the documentary on the Pazuzu?
No, I haven't.
You need to watch it. It's crazy.
It's not going to convince me, though. I mean,
No,
it
no,
might.
no, it's not really about
Is it like the history?
demon itself. It's the history of the guy Pazuzu
Mm.
and how he became a name, or how, dude, it's sick.
I'm going
But
to.
anyway, there was a book made. It's called The Real Life Paranormal Experiment, Stalked by the Zozo Demon by Selena Summers and Tim Wood. Tim Wood is an investigator, and Selena Summers is an author. They were conducting a dangerous paranormal experiment. The question, does the entity known as Zozo, the Ouija board demon, really exist?
Yeah, Pazuzu. Sorry, Pazuzu was the demon that basically took over Reagan in The Exorcist. And if you didn't know about The Exorcist, that is based on true events that happened before that, but it wasn't a little girl, it was a little boy.
And
Continue.
there's a new Exorcist that just came out, too.
Well, it comes out October 13th, Friday the 13th to be exact.
Oh,
Yeah, I
the
really think-
13th podcast.
Yeah. Yeah.
So the question of they went into this investigation with the question
I was right. Sorry.
with the question of, does the entity Zozo actually exist? Trying to get answers. So they attempted to make contact with demon, changing the parameters nightly while she documented evidence. But the test impacted them both in ways they didn't expect. And as the terrifying consequences of their study were brought home to them both, they confronted an insidious question: were they stalking the Zozo demon, or was Zozo stalking them?
Now,
This is the first.
So continue. I'm sorry.
This is the first time a paranormal research team has conducted an experiment of this nature, live streamed it to thousands of witnesses, and published its results weeks later.
Now,
But this is also a very personal story of one man's quest into the realm of the demonic, and how the Zozo experiment pulled him and a writer together in an unexpected friendship.
Now, Andrew, right here, I open up a stream real quick. This is Pazuzu. And to show you guys on the stream itself of what it looks like.
It's like a gladiator angel.
Yeah, it's really strange, and it looks like some Aztec stuff. I'm trying to freaking put it in the actual Streamlabs so I can... There it is. So if you guys see it right there, that is, how do you say it again? Pazuzu?
Pazuzu. Yeah.
Pazuzu. So this is what supposedly Reagan was possessed by, and it is absolutely kind of devastating. But what gets me is everything that I'm reading so far is saying it's fictional, but it may not be fictional. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So
It's like crime. You know, you're innocent until proven guilty. With paranormal, it's all fiction until proven otherwise.
Yeah.
Till it's not edited.
See, and that's where I like when I watched 28 Days Haunted, watched every episode throughout the whole thing. I watched every detail on what they're doing. When it comes to big produced shows like that, don't yawn like that. That's not a nice thing to do. When it comes to mass produced shows like that, I don't believe. But there are shows that are on YouTube, which is 2 so far, and Andrew introduced me to both of them, is Ghost Theory and Paranormal Files. They don't, it's just straightforward, uncut. It's perfect.
So with the Paranormal Files, their episodes on YouTube are a lot longer because they actually go in depth in the history of the place that they are investigating
before they investigate.
But yeah, they have thumbnails, clickbait thumbnails. But if you actually go into the episodes and you start understanding and seeing it from their perspective, because Colin Brown is a skeptic, and that's why he started in paranormal investigating, because he wanted to be proven wrong. And even to this day, he still remains somewhat of a skeptic. But
he's like debunking shit, isn't he?
Yeah, he debunks stuff, but there's some stuff that is unexplained that has happened. One of the ones that I was watching was called the Shadow Man Hospital, which is in Sevier County, Tennessee, and that's a pretty crazy episode. And then with Ghost Theory pretty much just goes straight into it. I mean, they don't care if it's a abandoned house or anything. It's just what like the city folk have said, the legends of the houses and stuff, and they just straight up go in the house.
Oh, they don't give a fuck.
Yeah, they don't really get into the history of it because they're not there for the history of it. They're there to just see what are these people talking about.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, straightforward. The Paranormal Files has some editing. Obviously, they're a bigger YouTube channel. He's been doing it since I want to say for 4 years now. But he's got a lot better equipment. He's got his dad.
Why is your light key going off?
Yeah, and then that happens. Anyway,
now to ask you a question real quick. Ever since
cut me off, it's fine.
Ever since we started this podcast, well, ever since you joined the podcast, you think weird things has been happening?
No,
I think some weird things have been happening to me. That was a car.
Like what?
I don't know. Like the other night when we were doing a small show, from the corner of my eye, my laundry room was turning on and off.
I'm fucking scared of the belt helmet.
I'm so fucking scared right now. You shut up.
Just some weird shit. Oh, I was gonna push the button, but I shouldn't have. I wasn't.
Yeah,
I was gonna...
no.
I wish I wasn't fat. I wish I was. I wish I wasn't. I wish I wasn't. I wish I wasn't fat. 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 I wish I wasn't fat.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I can't play that one. It was on loop, so it was like I had to repeat it a little bit.
Canceled.
I would have been canceled immediately.
After that short break. Yeah. Yeah, I guess you have had some experiences when we were messing around at night on Discord where your light was going in and out in the laundry room. For some reason, my desk light keeps going in and out, and it doesn't turn off unless my computer's off, so that doesn't make sense to me.
Is it hooked up by USB?
It is.
Yeah, that's how mine is. I don't know, man. That stuff is just strange to me. So, like, would you ever mess with a Ouija board?
No.
I would.
No.
I almost ordered one, like a really badass one.
Yeah, no, dude. There's just something about investigating, and then there's something about playing with the unexplained or unknown. Because like I said, you don't know if this stuff is actually real, and if it is real, and you summon a demon and you don't close it out right. No. Just no.
We remember we did like the salt circle, and we thought it would like protect us. In all reality, that's a summoning circle.
Yeah.
And we drew up a Ouija board.
This is why we have insomnia.
Majorly,
We're actually possessed.
Yeah. Hell Satan.
Just what did you just say?
What'd you say? Zozo. Do you think
Did
there's
you hear
other?
that long pause?
Did you hear that long pause, everybody? Do you think there's other demons when it comes to the Ouija board?
I think there are demons everywhere.
Do you think there's like as stupid as this sounds, a lot of the demons are like over supposedly everything was over in like Israel and
So actually demons aren't considered entities of people.
yeah, because they were born in hell, weren't they?
They could have been, if you're on the biblical sense.
I think there's like
Also,
an
in
American
the
demon drinking a
paranormal
Miller Lite.
world,
Like no, like without the Miller Lite, do you think there's like stuff that's here?
Illuminati.
That's another episode.
Anyway, but like most investigators who are primed say that demons are summoned and they're not human. They're kind of like the aliens for us in the paranormal.
What if the demons are the aliens?
Then you would have to believe in the paranormal.
But what if the paranormal doesn't exist and it's just aliens? Then you believe in
It wouldn't
aliens.
make sense. It wouldn't make sense.
How'd they build the pyramids?
Who build the pyramid? How did man build the pyramids?
Mm-hmm.
How did they build the wall of China? Wasn't aliens? Is that what you're trying to get to?
The wall of China, the Great Wall of China is totally different. But the size. Let me get a Google search real quick.
I'm pretty sure there's
What
videos of the
are
pyramids being
the-
built.
What'd you just fucking say?
Yeah, there's actual proof of man building pyramids.
No.
If we go down this rabbit hole, Arthur,
Oh, I went to a rabbit hole last fucking
then
weekend.
Greek gods are real. Zeus is real. Hades is real. Athena is real.
Probably.
Yeah, I believe that. But aliens are not real.
How?
All right. Forrest has went to bed
Has he?
and he said he loves you
I love him
and
too.
good night.
Good night.
And we're going to continue. To our 1,000,001 Facebook viewers right now.
Yeah, which is me and you. One fucking stone. One stone is 10 tons.
No. Lies.
It says right here.
Okay, that's fine. But you're not going to sit there and say the aliens built the pyramid.
There are 2.3 million individual blocks in a stone. And you're telling me a little fucking Egyptians, Arabic people built the fucking pyramids.
Oh, they're not Arabic people.
Not Arabic. Who are they?
Egyptians. They're from Egypt.
But the slaves weren't Egyptians. No, I'm not fucking playing with you, dude.
This is Andrew B. Bowen, and I'm signing off. No, dude. That's like all that is a footer. So somebody got some concrete, and what'd they do? Made a footer. Poured a footer. Let it dry. Poured another footer. Let it dry. Poured another footer.
Out of
Let it dry.
sandstone.
Poured another one. You see?
But that's not how it was made, though.
How do you know you wasn't alive in that time?
Because in all the history books that we've read in school, dude, they dragged the stones up through like pulley systems and everything.
Okay, so they were stronger back then. The milk was more pure. Didn't have all the sugar and bullshit.
Was pure. I don't believe
Just
it,
like
dude.
the Coke was more pure.
Probably is good too.
I'm talking about Coca-Cola, dude.
I'm talking about cocaine.
Yeah, that's what Coca-Cola was. Conspiracies on the 13th podcast.
I don't know, man. At all.
Why are we talking about Egyptians?
Because
when we
it's
were
part of
talking
the
about
fucking
demons
13th podcast.
and not.
It is. I don't know, man. I mean, I'm glad that you disagree that aliens aren't real, because it does create disagreements and arguments, which is great content. But I mean, do I believe that the aliens built the pyramids fully? No, I don't. But I think
That would be dumb.
I don't think that aliens are the way they are,
Real?
the way we portray them. You know what I'm saying?
And how does one portray them?
Green eyes or gray with big giant, no, not green eyes, green body or gray body and big
It's not
black
how I
eyes.
portray them.
I don't portray them like that. That's more of a fictional thing.
You know why?
They're not fake.
They're not real.
They are real.
They are not.
So
real.
you're telling me in this universe, in this space, we are the only existing things.
No, there's dogs, cats, birds, reptiles.
No, I'm talking about on this
dinosaurs.
planet. On this planet, humans, animals, bugs.
On Earth.
On Earth, we are the only ones.
Yep.
Ain't no fucking way.
And then you have Karens, and then you have the Biden supporters. Let's be honest.
Yeah, them Biden supporters are fucking wild. No, those are aliens.
There you go.
But, I mean, we can start talking about lizard people.
No.
Aliens are real, man.
No, they're not.
They are. They may not be what we're thinking that they are, but I think, I mean, we're real people. We're human beings. I bet that hurt. Dude, imagine if you didn't have the little styrofoam thing on it. Aliens are real. What'd you say?
Thanks. Get somebody in here to debate about this shit, dude. Because
I want you to convince me that they're not. I'm trying to get old Zachy Poo on here too.
Hey Siri, are aliens real?
Sorry, but the Council of Fantastical Beings has advised me not to answer that question.
Once you fucking talk about it.
That means the Karens and the Bidens got to them. The Illuminati.
Yeah.
Somebody get Jim Carrey in here.
Why don't you get Tom DeLonge from the fucking Blink-182, dude? He'll fucking blow our minds. I would love to talk to a fucking person that fully believes in aliens like that. I just like, it blows me away that you think I'm an idiot. And then there's the awkward silence. The awkward silence.
In the black freezer.
But anyways, about the
Yeah.
aliens are crazy. That's
How? How are they crazy? You don't know that because you have not witnessed it.
Andrew.
Witnessed it.
I've seen some weird things, but I don't call it aliens. I may have been aliens. What are you smacking?
Yes.
I don't know. I I don't think they're like some
Frozen.
Frozen.
Matt, dang it.
Matt, dang it. I don't know. That just
sound Frozen.
Yeah.
It Frozen. Let's see how it goes against Glass. Help.
What do you need help with?
I need you to prove to me that aliens are real.
I can't prove you anything that's
Prove
real.
it to me. Yeah, then stop talking about it, dude.
Aliens are they're real. I can't wait until like that one day that I am completely fully believer of ghost, paranormal, or whatnot. Did you get anything out of that? Oh, oh, you're getting your front teeth.
Mm-hmm.
Oh God. But to get back on the paranormal aspect, tomorrow we are doing an interview. I don't know if Andrew you good?
Mm-hmm.
Don't know if Andrew B. Bolin is going to be joining us tomorrow. Excuse me, but we have an interview tomorrow at
with who?
I'm getting to it. I had to. What? Blood Moon Paranormal. They are based out of Illinois. Their company has been around since 2015, and they investigated a lot of places, like the Ghost Sisters and stuff. So we're going to be doing that tomorrow at 11 p.m. Eastern Time, 10 p.m. Central Time. So we're an hour ahead of them. We were supposed to do another group today, which was Sydney Spooks, and their Instagram name is NB_paranormal. They are based out of Sydney, Australia. Unfortunately, something came up due to the work life, and they weren't able to do it. So that was very unfortunate, and we're going to try to set up another interview with them on Monday at 5:30 p.m. Another interview is getting interviewed with the 13th podcast. They are called Paranormal Investigators, the Lucky Paranormal. Don't really know where they're based out of, but they have a lot of content with churches, and I see palm trees and stuff a lot. So we're going to interview them. We were supposed to do reality TV tomorrow, Saturday the 3rd. Well, Saturday the 2nd. But something came up and they couldn't do it, so they got postponed to the 16th of September, around the same time, around like 10 or 11 o'clock. So that would be fun to talk with them. And I think those are going to be fun interviews. I hope Andrew's able to come, and if not, I'm going to do my best to do the interview without him as much as I can. Andrew, we're going to wrap this up. Andrew, do you have anything to say to the viewers that are watching or listening to the show right now?
No.
Why are you so mad? Anything? All right. So anyways, guys, go check us out on iHeartRadio, Spotify, Amazon Music, Apple Podcasts, Instagram, TikTok, and also YouTube for the video content. And definitely go to our Facebook page and find the post that we posted about Andrew's son, Forrest. He's battling brain cancer right now, and we're trying to raise awareness and money to just fight this shit. Honestly, that's like the biggest project that we're going to be trying to do right now. It's just fuck cancer. I fucking hate it. I fucking hate it. Everything about it, dude. It can just rot in hell. It's not fair. But we're sending all the positivity and all the thoughts and prayers to Andrew and his family right now. And just keep them in mind, and just think that, just a simple, a comment of positivity would probably be the best thing for us right now and for them. Other than that, just keep them in your thoughts, prayers, and let's move forward on the next episode of the 13th podcast. We got Andrew B. Bolin, and I'm Mortis, and guys, this is the 13th podcast. Go check us out. All right, guys, you guys have a great night.
Good night.
We found parts of the bodies all over the house, in places you wouldn't think. A funny thing is the heads have never been found. Hands and feet and things like that, but no heads.